Hey guys, so today's video is going to be kind of different than all my other videos. I am doing a back to school video, but this is going to be more of a back to school advice video. I have just some little tips for you guys that I really wanted to share with school starting, and some of you are going from elementary school to middle school to high school to college. Some of you are even just moving up different grades, but there's always that little anxiety that everyone gets on the first day of school, the first week of school, the summer before school even starts. I know I used to cry for like weeks in the summer when I had to move up to a different school, and I was so afraid, and I kind of wish that there was someone there to give me the advice and tips that I'm going to give you guys. I mean, my parents were there, my family were there for me, but it's kind of different to have someone else give you advice and tips that has been through it recently, not so much like a few years ago. So here's just me giving you guys tips. I just want to start out by saying that I am always here for you guys. I love all of you, my subscribers, people that view my videos, the guys that comment, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I kind of want to give back to you guys because you support me in everything I do, and I want to be here and support you. So if you're ever going through a problem or a situation or just want some advice or have any questions, you can feel free to message me on here. You can tweet me, you can comment on my Instagram pictures, you can comment on my YouTube videos. Whatever you guys need, I'm here for you. So I'm just going to rattle off some tips for you, and then that'll be it. So my first tip, just be you. Don't go to school trying to be someone that you're not. God made you who you are and how you are for a reason, and you're on this earth for a purpose. And I know this video is already getting very deep, but I feel like especially girls that are watching have this mental image that you need to look a certain way, and you need to have certain clothes, and you need to be a certain weight and have this many friends and be a certain height. Just get rid of all that, because you're you, and no one is better than you, and no one can be better than you, and the only person that can be better than you is yourself. You can only be better than what you were yesterday or even a couple of minutes ago. So always work on bettering yourself and just be who you are. My second tip, don't really worry about making friends. It'll just come naturally. You'll talk to a few people here and there. Maybe you guys will click, maybe you won't. I met my best friend right now. I have two best friends, and I met my first one my freshman year of high school. We were in the same middle school for 3 years, and we didn't even know each other. And then we went into high school, and we met freshman year, and we sat next to each other, and we just bonded instantly. We didn't even sit at the same tables, because we had tables at the time for the class that I was in, and we would just see each other when we walked to the back to hand in our projects, or anything like that. Our lockers weren't next to each other, nothing. But a really good way, if you are looking to make friends, is just to compare schedules. So maybe you see someone that you know that was in some of your classes last year, and you're like, oh, let me see your schedule. Maybe we're in some of the same classes. Because that's what happened to us, and we ended up being in 3 of the same classes, which was really cool. And we're still friends to this day, and we're the best of friends. So I really feel like if you just go into school not trying to make friends, as weird as that sounds, because if you try, then sometimes it doesn't work and you get disappointed. So if you just go in with no intentions, it'll just come naturally. And another way to make friends is to join different clubs in school. Get involved. That's like my third tip, is more of get involved. Get involved in school. Sports, clubs, activities, anything you can think of, get involved. Because not only does it look good on a resume for college, but it helps you grow as an individual. I was in a lot of things in middle school, elementary school, high school. I did volleyball, cheerleading, track, golf. What else? I pretty much tried every sport under the sun. But I was also vice president of my peer leadership group. I was in the Interacting Key Club. I was in cooking club. This is all in high school mainly. But it was awesome, and there's a good sense of community. And a lot of the times clubs in your school will have you go out in your community and do different community service, which some schools require to graduate. And even if they don't require it, it's still good to go out there and give back, because giving back really betters yourself, and it gives you a sense of who you are and how you can help out. Tip number 4, stay organized. And I am preaching to the choir here, because I am not organized at all. And by me giving you this tip, then you should know to stay organized. And I don't mean that you have to have every little detail written out in your planner, from this to this to this to this to that to that. I mean, just write little things like, okay, I have homework due on Tuesday, so I should maybe start it on Friday afternoon before I go out Friday night, or before I just start the weekend, just so you can have it done. Or even if you have an essay due. Essays were always my worst because I hated writing them. And same with research papers. I despised writing papers. Especially I love writing. When you tell me to write something, I really don't want to do it. But if you break it up, then you'll be fine. So let's say you have a 3-page paper due. Maybe write 2 paragraphs one day, which usually takes up about a page or so. So if you do a page a day, then you'll be done in 3 days, as opposed to having 2 weeks to do it and you just put it off until the last day, and then you're stuck writing a 3-page paper at midnight, which, don't try to fool me because I know we all do it, we've all tried it, and it gets really stressful. Which leads me to my next tip. Don't stress the small stuff. Don't get involved in the drama at school, just stay out of it, because if you get involved, it just gets so overwhelming, and it clouds your mind, and really, you know, they say high school is the best years of your life, but I think college is for me. But just enjoy the time that you're in school. Enjoy every moment that you're given. Because, you know, I kind of wish I did, because I didn't enjoy it that much, and I let other things, like I said, cloud my mind, and I regret it. So I wish I could go back and change that, but I can't, so that's why I'm giving you guys the same advice. And another tip, when it comes to relationships, don't try to have the best relationship out there, because there's a really slim chance that you're gonna find the man of the man of your dreams, or the woman of your dreams, or whatever. In high school, it really doesn't happen that often. So don't let people control your actions. So if you have a boyfriend and he's like, don't hang out with your friends, hang out with me. No, get rid of that. You don't need that. You need friends. You need your girlfriend time. You need time with your parents. You need time with your family. You need time to do your homework. And you also need time for yourself, because time to yourself is super, super important. Yeah. I kind of went off on a rampage. Sorry about that. I totally lost my train of thought. But those are just some tips I have for you guys. And one last tip is for mainly girls. And I know I kind of touched upon this in the beginning of my video, but I kind of want to mention it again. You are beautiful just the way you are. You don't need 5 pounds of makeup. You don't need the best clothes. You don't need the best guy. You don't need to be this big to be beautiful, because you are beautiful just the way you are. And I know it sounds so cliche, and everyone says it, but it's true. And I thank God for the parents that I have, and the family that I have, and the friends that I have, that I chose to do the right thing in school. And, you know, one of my best friends had an eating disorder, and I mean, this is totally impromptu, but I'm actually thinking about interviewing her about her eating disorder and how she overcame it, and some of the struggles that she faced. So if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up or comment below or something, and I'll see if she wants to do it. And my last tip for you guys, this applies to everyone, no matter what grade you're in, no matter what school you're in, no matter of how old you are, nothing. No matter if you're boy, girl, nothing. Make good decisions. Because the decisions that you make at that moment in time may seem like the right one, but just remember that every action you make does have a consequence, whether it be good or bad. I can honestly sit here in front of you guys and tell you that I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life. I never smoked a cigarette. I never took any drug. Nothing. Nothing at all. And, you know, I'm really proud of myself for that. And I really never gave in to peer pressure. And I know that not a lot of people can say that. And that's where time for yourself comes into play. Because if you have time for yourself, then you can really understand who you are and what you want out of life, and your morals and your beliefs and your goals. And I think for me, because of all of those things, that I did choose to make the right decision. And I guess it's just how I was raised. I mean, I did not have the best life growing up, as you guys saw from my imperfect life tag. That was just one event that happened in my life. But we all face different situations and different scenarios and different problems, but it's all about how you handle them is what makes you who you are today. So if you ever feel like you're being peer pressured or you're pressured into drinking or trying drugs or even having sex, and I know it's a big topic to talk about, and I'm not here to be your parent and I'm not here to lecture you, but I just really believe that you should really make good decisions for what you believe and for what you think is right, and just remember things. I try to live by the motto of, if my parents saw me doing it, how would they feel? How would that make me feel? Would they be disappointed in me? Would I disappoint them? Just the same thing. Would they lose trust for me? Would they lose respect for me? Different things like that. So that's just a different way for you guys to think. And this video is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. I'm not even going to lie, because I didn't want it to be this deep. But words just kind of come, and thoughts come to my mind, and words come out of my mouth, and I just want the best for all of my viewers and all of my subscribers. So like I said, if you ever have any situations or need advice on anything, I'm here for you guys. And I really appreciate everything you do for me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.